Okay, so I think this is lesson 8 out of the series, how to move the arms without moving the arms for Qigong. This one is swimming on land, breaststroke on land. And this is done in a whole sequence of exercises. And this, I don't know what number this off the top of my head would be within the system. What I've shown you in this demo examples of how to move the arms without moving the arms isn't the full sequence. But by the time this exercise shows up in the sequence, advanced or intermediate practitioners are definitely starting to feel some of the chi and the resistance build up on the hands. So again, typical example of this scene where it can be arm led, and obviously we don't want that to happen at all. Tension in the arms, you're not going to feel too much chi, you're not going to actually be dumping any of the tension. In a split stance, so if I'm facing this way, I'm going to turn this direction, obviously this foot would be forward. If I keep my hands here and just weight shift forward and back, it's pretty obvious that my arms are moving forward and back, as is my whole body. But my arms are moving forward and back without me moving the arms forward and back. So the weight shift is doing that. When I get forward, all I want to do is like creating a heart shape, doing the top round bump bits. Then, as I weight shift back, the arms come back. As I weight shift forward, the arms go forward, and I do that little turn with them. So actually the only movement I feel that I'm doing with the hands and arms is this little bit at the top. Forearms parallel with the ground. Hands are soft and empty, which means the fingers are slightly apart and has a sort of curved shape. If they're flat, then we know there's tension. So the weight shift and the body moving forward and back is taking care of a lot of the movement of the arms. Now once momentum's built up within this, you end up doing the turnout where originally you felt you were actually actioning it with the hands. But because there's inertia and momentum now in the system, it sort of just runs by itself. The body and the mind knows the rhythm of the movement, and it's doing it really on its own accord. I don't feel like I'm doing anything now, especially my hands. And even outdoors with the wind and the slight coldness to today, I can start feeling the chi building up where it's meant to. There's a sort of Zen koan that goes along with this, which is if you see a fish in a fish tank and it's over there, does the fish, because it's always within the water, does it realize it's in water? Or does its senses take out the input of the water because it'd be too distracting? Does that make sense? So like if the fish could always see the water and always know it was in water, would it be very off-putting for it? Could that fish be looking out of its fish tank at us, going, look at those humans walking around in that sea of chi, or that air, or that substance that we don't see because it'd be too distracting to constantly see a material you were always in. So whether our senses just admit that. So what we're doing in this exercise is we're trying to sense the field and the electromagnetic wavelengths and fields around us on the hands, like you're in a sea of chi. Now we do both sides of this, so then I'd switch on at 45 degrees with the other leg forward. Same movement, same process. Everything's empty, everything's relaxed. Most of it's been taken care of by the weight shift of the body. And as I said, now I've got momentum and rhythmical movement in it. even the outward part is being taken care of. And as you can see now, I'm not really thinking about this, but if I show you here that the body's naturally pulled these in, they're starting to cross over a bit. I'm not actioning that, it's just naturally where the hands are wanting to kind of go. And as a later thing, there's a 3D-ness that starts to be inputted, but for practice now where we are, ignore that, just rinse and repeat. Good.